Well, if I shoot between you, I get Gary. Okay, who started? What did you see?
Okay, we went and saw Pirates Band of Misfits.
The Pirates Band of Misfits.
From the studio.
Not to confuse you with the other movie of the exact same name.
Yeah, but from the studio who brought us the great comedy duo Wallace and Gromit.
And it shows.
Yeah, it definitely shows. Yeah.
And this whole movie is well, the thing is that it opens up with Queen Victoria, and she's basically gloating on that she's taking over the world with her British Navy, and but there's one part of the world where pirates are still in total control of the entire region.
Arr.
Yeah. And then she goes like, if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I hate pirates. And I'm just like thinking like, okay, did you get that, audience? Did you get that? I mean, and the whole thing is centered around this like group of pirates who are led by the pirate captain. That's his name.
Yeah. Brilliant name.
Literally his yeah.
He is headed up by his number 2 man, number 2. And they are.
Wasn't that the name of the number 2 guy in Austin Powers?
Yes, it's the same person. No, that would be amazing.
That would have been magical.
Yeah.
Has he been in a movie since?
Yeah, he's probably been in a couple movies.
He's been in the sequels to the Austin Powers movies.
Who was it?
I forgot his name.
Well, I was thinking of
wasn't Martin Freeman, because that was who played.
I was thinking
number
about the guy who played
so.
Austin Powers.
Okay.
Oh, you mean Mike Myers?
Yeah, he's only been like in Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek and yeah.
Yeah,
much.
but we're talking about pirates here. And the point is that the pirate captain is totally inept at what he does. He is a total loser. But he wants to win Pirate of the Year award, and he's unfortunately competing against 3 people who are talented.
Oh, tell me one of them was Luffy.
Don't you fucking dare!
Drain it.
Did you say drain it?
Drain it! Don't give it a solo.
I will slaughter you!
Commander Luffy?
No,
I don't know. I don't follow.
You guys love me.
Okay.
But
right now, no.
But no, it's like 3 pirates who are pirates actually have names, so that's that shows how much important they are to the storyline. But and actually, this is like surprising because one of them is like this female pirate, Cutlass Liz, I think her name was.
Yeah.
And she appears, she blows open a hole in like the side of this bar, walks in, stabs someone, and then proceeds to apply for Pirate of the Year.
Kids movie.
And
she sounds hot.
Oh yeah, she was.
She is for
she was made of clay.
I'd still
Did you
tap
think
that.
gumbo was hot?
Absolutely.
First of all,
Does donkey make you horny?
His mom was.
Wait a minute. It's not Gumbo, it's Gumby.
No, Gumbo was his father. I'm not kidding. It really was.
And his mom was hot.
Yes, except she had triangular breasts.
Yes. But
I'm bigger than you.
But okay, so he's applying for Pirate of the Year, and he goes out to prove that he's not incompetent by being totally incompetent. He is
You have to expect it. You have to admit it's the last thing they'd expect.
But for an incompetent pirate, like I was watching this movie, it's like he wasn't that dumb of a pirate.
He just didn't have bad luck. And and that was actually the thing. I actually felt sorry for. I actually almost felt like a tear coming on because he was like such a blow to this guy. He just wanted to win one time. He just wanted to win one award besides best squid anecdote or something like that. And
wait, what?
Yeah, don't ask.
You mentioned squids. You piqued my interest.
Was there a death joke anyway?
He won one award in his whole career as a pirate. Best squid antidote.
Antidote or anecdote? Because those are 2 different things.
Okay, anecdote. Best squid anecdote. And it's like this little blue ribbon thing that he just has. It's the only thing he's ever won in his whole life. What is so wrong with that?
I mean, he's not that bad. I mean, he is stealing, from other people. He is doing.
He swung on board the ship of a plague ship, a school field trip.
That's a dick move, man.
A nudist colony.
Whoa! Nudist colony?
Is this rated again?
What?
See, for kids, by the way.
This is supposed to be for kids?
Yeah.
Yes!
Was there a Cannibal Island too?
No.
Really? It's a
Were there any
pirate
Johnny
film.
Depp jokes?
Yeah. No, actually.
Really?
Yeah. The one thing I loved about this movie, there's no pop culture references. I mean, that's
That's good.
Why would I do that?
That
Well,
is
none
good.
that like are really a blatant.
yeah, but I mean, it wasn't, it's not like the Shrek movies or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Madagascar
There
movies.
wasn't a scene where they went and kicked Snooki's ass?
Thank God.
That's not in every movie?
Three Stooges.
But it's and finally he comes across Charles Darwin, who
You
is
were gonna say Jar Jar Binks.
Wait, I just got it. Jar Jar Binks by David Tennant.
I could see that.
Charles Darwin is played by the Doctor, and he is an asshole in this movie.
Oh, yeah. But how would you feel if you never got laid?
Yeah,
The whole movie is trying to have him get laid.
It's natural selection, people.
But he eventually discovers that the captain, his prized parrot, is actually an extinct dodo bird. As in the last one that's remaining alive or something like that. And
I
then,
don't think that works that way.
Yeah. But I'd like to know where he got it.
yeah. But apparently Charles Darwin convinces him that he has if he wins the best scientist prize in the world or something like that. I don't remember what it was called. Yeah. But if he wins that, he'll be untotally rich and he could use that money to get a Pirate of the Year award. So he goes to London and of course it's like Queen Victoria there, so she's like,
That wasn't foreshadowed at all.
Yeah.
And it's like this huge sign, like this huge animatronic sign. It says welcome to London, we welcome you, or something like that.
Unless you're a pirate.
Exactly. It flips around. She's only on fire, holding a severed pirate's head, and this this demonic grin on her face. Just
But
Sounds awesome.
that's the thing. It's actually really funny.
Yeah. You want to keep going with the plot, or?
Well, the big thing is that in the end he sells a dodo bird to Queen Victoria for a mountain of cash. This backfires, of course, for some reason. His crew abandons him, and he eventually learns that the dodo's being served up as food rather than being put in a petting zoo. So he has to raid Queen Victoria's flagship, which is this huge steampunk, huge mega ship, and he raids the ship. And gets the dodo back, and it becomes the most famous pirate in the world because Queen Victoria, he really pissed her off. And but the whole thing, it's like I said, it's just amazingly, it's surprisingly funny. Yeah. It is the jokes really work.
Do you think it would have been as funny if it weren't claymation?
I don't know.
I'm going to say no. I think that set the mood for it to make it silly, to have those jokes. I think if you made it 2D, it wouldn't work. If you made it 3D, God, hopefully that'll never happen. I think the jokes still wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, and of course there's the Pirate King, who I think is played by Elvis.
Oh, I was going to say, I know that one.
Looked like Elvis.
Yeah, he was an Elvis stand-in. I guess that's the more subtle cultural references.
Yeah.
Well, if Captain Jack Sparrow can be a Keith Richards stand-in, the Pirate King can be an Elvis stand-in.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess if you're the king.
Yeah, and of course, like I said, and the thing, like I said, no one has a name in this main pirate crew. Like I said, there's the albino pirate who actually has my favorite opening joke.
Yeah.
The movie opens up. After they got to Queen Victoria, talking about how she's exposing to the audience, they then cut to these two pirates arguing which is better about being a pirate, the looting or the cutlasses. And the albino pirate suddenly jumps in and says, "I think it's the venereal diseases."
What?
For kids. Oh, I just look forward to theaters full of parents having to explain to their children what a venereal disease is and why sailors pick them up.
But I think with the jokes, they were some for kids.
Okay, let me ask you this: was there a semen joke?
No.
Really?
What?
Wow.
There was
That
no.
has some
I don't feel like that's a
restraint
character.
in that
Yeah,
movie.
but I mean, there was jokes for kids. There were jokes that were just completely off the wall, silly, which I thought fit the movie perfectly. And then there was jokes that were for adults. I mean, one of my favorite jokes in the movie was when he was talking to one other pirate.
And they're coming into London. There's like these pirates hanging in cages on the bay. They do. And he recognizes the pirate captain. He's like, oh, hey, don't remember that time we were where?
Some island, and they mentioned that they had intercourse with a zebra. Pretty much.
Hey, you remember that time we fucked a zebra? Was it subtler than that?
But at least we didn't buy a zoo.
Hey, at least it wasn't. At least it wasn't.
At least we didn't buy a zoo.
No,
Hey, guys.
Wait a minute, at least it wasn't raped by a cockroach.
Guys, what's black and white and red all over?
But
Totally comes under
I gotta mention the animation. As usual by these people, it's absolutely, I think, brilliant, perfect, and beautiful. I think best ways to really describe it.
Yeah, it's very impressive. It's very fluid. It's there are several scenes almost like a Michael Jackson dancing number, just like it's like gliding. And it's like it's amazing how they can do that with stop motion now. It's like
God, I want to see this movie.
Oh, there were two problems I had with it. Number one was the ending. They rescue the bird, and it's like the end. They don't go into any more detail after that. It's like I wanted to see him win the award or something.
yeah,
Or meet back with the pirates,
Yeah, but the whole movie ends with him getting. Well, first off, there's this whole joke where they're trying to get to the London. It's like, we can't get there because there's this big on the map. There's this big fish there, and it's like, I think they just put those for decoration. And the movie ends with them going and getting eaten by the big fish.
Yeah.
And it's like, see, I told you these were here.
That's gonna make an amazing sequel.
Yeah.
I feel cheated. Oh, I'll get to that later.
Yeah. But I think the second problem I had with it, there was this dream sequence with the pirate captain where he dances for the award and all like that, and you see him fall in love with the girl pirate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wish they would have done something with that, a little bit more.
Well, she was a fucking psycho, so
Still, I would like it to be like,
she stabs two people,
Yeah,
fatally.
clearly guys never fall for
but,
psycho.
yeah. But I mean, I wish, outside of that, I wish we would have seen that more. With me, that's how I feel about it. I mean, I don't know how you would.
Do you feel like that might have been like a deleted part of the screenplay, or?
I think so. I really do.
Well, I was actually waiting for the pirate who is surprisingly curvaceous to finally be revealed that she's actually a woman.
I was waiting for that too.
And she all throughout the movie, she has this really huge fake beard on, and it's like that's totally like the ineptitude of the pirates. They can't tell that this is a woman on their ship, and
if they can't pick out women, how do they get the venereal disease?
But I was waiting for that. I was waiting for her to fall in love with the captain.
But yeah, well,
For a cheesy romantic.
Basically, how Anne Bonny happened.
So,
yeah.
final thoughts. What's our final thoughts on this?
Out of 10.
I'd give it an 8.
I give it a 7.
It is it's worth seeing. It really is.
Yeah,
if nothing else, just rent it on DVD. When it comes out.
You need to see it. I think it was. I'm not gonna say it was perfect because I did have its problems, but I think it was a really entertaining film
for a kids film. It is amazingly good to see it as an adult.
Kids filmed. Stabbing, drinking, zebra race.
It's the dirtiest kids film since the Smurfs.
Smurf. God, they're making a sequel now to the Smurfs. Who's starring it?
You can make crap, but
is
as
it
long
Neil
as
Patrick
it's
Harris
nostalgic
again?
crap,
Neil
it's
Patrick
good.
Harris is
Cut the
returning
camera before we start getting
with
obscene here.
Christina Ricci.